and a little bit of fresh basil. And there you go. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Easy one today. A fantastic Italian inspired dish. We are going to make a crispy chicken caprese with a balsamic glaze. We're going to use a balsamic glaze we made the other day. There's a link in the description. But we are going to make this fantastic, really fantastic crispy chicken caprese. Let's do it, come on. On here I've got a couple of chicken breasts. Right, what we're going to do with these chicken breasts, they're boned and skinned. Now we can whack them all out, not a problem, or we can just butterfly them. It's up to you. Okay, so you can just come in there roughly about halfway. And we can butterfly our chicken. They're about the same thickness, look, that'll do. And we'll do the same with this one. Now you could always square these things up if you wanted by cutting that off. Oops, I don't want to cut it off. Cut it off and you end up with a nice little bit of a shaped chicken. That's entirely up to you. We're not going to bother, we're going to leave them like that. That's our chicken fillets done. That's all we're going to do. So we need to be seasoning up our chicken. Nice and straightforward. A little bit of salt over there, look. On this side. A little bit of pepper on there. White pepper, black pepper, anything you want. Up to you. Just a little bit of seasoning. Now, I'm going over there with a little bit of paprika. No, I'm not. Over there, a little bit of paprika. Take 3. Over there with a little bit of paprika. Hurrah! See, it happens to everybody. It just solidifies a little bit in the bottom, doesn't it? You just need a little stir over. A little bit of garlic powder. Now that's put some really decent seasoning on our chicken. Okay, flip them. And a little bit on this side. Chicken seasoned. The reason why I like seasoning my chicken like this, if you season the flour, you know, and shake it around, all the seasoning comes off with the flour. If you season the chicken, when you dump it in the flour, it's on the chicken. Okay, so what we need to be doing now is dumping that in flour. And we're trapping all that seasoning on there. Fabulous. Okay, so we've got this lovely seasoned chicken there, look. Right, what we need to do is egg it and bread it. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it like this. Okay, we got some beaten egg here. We've got some breadcrumbs. Now I've got a little bit of Parmesan and I've got some Italian seasoning. We're going to cheat this up a little bit, okay? Now it's a wet hand, dry hand. I'm not going to teach you how to do all of that, you know. I always make a mistake and use both hands, and I don't care. You do it whichever way you do it. Take your chicken in the egg. Like that. Okay, grab a little bit of that Parmo, put it on there. Grab a little bit of that Italian seasoning, put it on there. A little bit of Italian seasoning on the chicken. A little bit of Parmo on the chicken. Dry hand, if you remember, on there. Squash the breadcrumbs on, that's got the flavouring on there, look. We've already cheated. There you go. Breaded chicken on there to rest. Let it rest. The chicken is going to release some fluid from the chicken. It is going to stick to that breadcrumbs. Another one in there. A bit more Parmo on there, look. Oh, nearly forgot some Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning on there. Parmo on there. Breadcrumbs on there. Okay, job done. And as you can see, there's only a few little bits of Parmo and Italian seasoning in there. It's all on there, so we're not wasting much. Okay, bring in a pan. And you want some oil in your pan. Oil of choice. Come on, flame on. So when you've got your oil hot enough, or you think it's hot enough, we want to be going in there with our chicken. Of course we do. Lay away. Nice and steady. Don't rush the cooking. You don't have to rush it. Flame not too high, just enough to cook. Now I know that sounds crazy, but if you have it too high, you burn it all and the chicken inside will not be cooked. Now don't forget, you can always turn it more than one time. It doesn't matter. Don't just try and cook it all through from one side. Turn it and turn it a couple of times if you so wish. You know, you want to cook it through. So to be quite fair, there's nothing better than cooking it from both sides. Turn it a couple of times. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, when you've got your colour on there like that, out it comes. Just get it on your tray and then get the others in. That is beautiful. Look at that. I can tell you right now that this fried chicken smells way better than a famous fried chicken. It smells delicious. All that Parmo, Italian herbs and everything that's in there. Superb. There we go. Flame off. That is the hardest bit of the cooking done. The rest is layering and flashing under the broiler. So let's have that out of there. Beautiful. Okay, it is really simple now, you know. I mean, it's been an easy recipe anyway, but what you do, I'm going to make 2 up and then I will make the rest up afterwards. Okay, so let's just do 2 for now. That's our chicken, obviously. And it's a caprese. What's a caprese? It's tomato, mozzarella, basil. Come on there. Nothing hard to this one. You just put it on and we get some melty, but we're not melting it all over on this. We're just going to melt till it softens. Okay. So we want some of those tomatoes on there. Now we are broiling this, it's going under the grill. We don't want that, that's got black on it. We are broiling this under the grill. So these tomatoes should start to cook a little bit, we hope. So just nice and steady, put those on there. It's a bit posh-nosh really, this, isn't it? But you know, it looks good on your plate. So now when this starts to melt, these tomatoes could fall off, so don't worry about that. That's how it goes. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to do a little bit of Parmo on there as well. You don't have to. But you know, you could put a little bit on the chicken, but I'd rather melt it in on top of there. Right, that goes under the broiler. We grill that until it starts to soften. We don't want it melting all over. There we have it. Beautiful, look at that. Now you would serve this with lemon roasted vegetables or anything like that over pasta. Come on, let's get it served on here. You're a bit warm, that. Oh yeah, look at that stringiness on there. On there. Okay, this is real posh nosh. This is a restaurant quality stuff, this. Okay. Balsamic glaze and a little bit of fresh basil, and there you go. Take me back to the olden days when we used to play up all this posh stuff. There you go, look at that. That is absolutely superb. Well, there you go. What do you reckon? That's our crispy chicken caprese. Look at that in here. Oh, looky there. Beautiful, beautiful moist chicken. Oh, come on. That is some posh food right there. Oh yes, that is just outstanding. Oh yeah. And our balsamic glaze is outstanding. There's a link on the channel if you want to go make it. It's linked in the description. First class. Crunch on that chicken. We got that mozzarella on there. The chicken has been seasoned, as you saw. You know, it's got a layer of flavour under there somewhere. In there, look. On that batter. A layer of flavour. That's our mozzarella. Oh, it's just outstanding. It is proper posh nosh. If you drink wine, grab a glass of wine and enjoy. Oh yeah. Well, there you go. That's our crispy chicken caprese. We got that lovely balsamic glaze over there. It's sensational. Really high quality. If you like what we're doing, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make. And if you do like what we're doing, big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell. Catch you in the next video. Oh, come on.